Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Sympathy Kiss, going to wrap up Yofi's route in a nice little bow. So we finished and got our best ending last time, and we are going to do our love end and our work end today. So we're starting with our love end, because that's the first one in the guide. Anyway, so I loaded up our save file, so we are basically, this is when we were telling him we can't go to the theme park. So we say, I really wanted to go. It was supposed to be the first time Yofi and I went somewhere fun together. I told him I was sad about not being able to go. I've been really looking forward to it. My apology was read immediately, and I received a reply shortly after. Got it. No worries, no big deal. Okay, so it's the same thing, so he says nothing. And then he sees us with his brother, and then he flips out, and then he chases us. And then we have the fight kiss. I don't think we need to do the spin-off episodes in this case, because I'm pretty sure they're the exact same, so yeah, okay. I was like, let me just make sure, because since he only has 4 chapters, he doesn't have as many spin-off episodes as everybody else, so... Huh. His route's also a little shorter than everybody else's. But again, to be fair, for him, it's like, what were you going to do? He never leaves his house, so it's not like you can... And he had the drama, and dragging out him being dramatic would have been like, are we done with... You know what I mean? It would have been too much. I think it was fine the way it was. Can we talk? Talk, huh? He murmured and grew quiet. I squeezed his clothes even tighter, waiting for the words that would come next. And then he drugs us. Well, he drugged us before we went to the bathroom. And now we're drugged and eating pudding and having a little conversation. And we get angry again. How dare you? And then we shake the baby. And then we go home and think about it. And we're like, I like him. I knew it in my heart. And I knew it was genuine. Anyway, I knew it in my heart. I need to be with you. A man who is a psycho. Anyway, and then we're going to go to his house, and then we get freaky. Yeah, again, and now we get our love in. There you go. You okay? Your pee-pee breathes. You was making pee-pee noises while you're trying to breathe while you're preening yourself. I worry about you. Because I love you. Sometime later, although Astarcy's reputation was moving in the right direction thanks to the changes and improvements we implemented, it wasn't enough, and Astario ultimately shuttered the app. This led to our team being disbanded. The reputation's moving in the right direction, but it's not good enough. Like, that doesn't... I went back to the design department, my busy days for Astarcy finally over. Saul, on the other hand, quit his job as a freelance programmer and became a full-time employee of Tempesty, the rival company that's also our friends. But yet, despite becoming an office employee, he still preferred to work remotely. He occasionally went into the office for meetings and got along well with his coworkers. Then one day, after work, it became routine for me to stop by So's apartment on my way home. Partly because I wanted to make sure he was eating properly, the two of us often had dinner together. My work? That's fine. I'm still at home. Not much has changed. Now that you mention it, there was one thing that got on my nerves today. When I asked him what had happened, he raised his eyebrows in annoyance. This one girl started talking to me after our video meeting ended. She was all like, I've got to talk to you about something else, so don't hang up yet. So after everyone else logged off, it was just the two of us. Then, can you guess what she said next? She asked me if we could exchange phone numbers. She asked me to go out with her for dinner. I had a feeling that was where the story was headed, and I smiled slightly. Saul was very good-looking, so it was only natural he'd be approached like that. It's so funny. I'm guessing, because he said a video meeting or whatever, but I'm like, he doesn't put a mask on to, like, if you're going into the office, you can't fully hide. But he did that when he was working for Astario, so... Hey, Spacey, we're dating, right? Don't you have anything more to say? So folded his arms and frowned. He wants us to be jealous. I'm not as jealous as you. I trust you. But, do you want me to be like, I'll teach that bitch what for? Like, you know, another girl's trying to make a move on your boyfriend. You're like, yeah, but I mean, like, I have a man harem, so like, I mean, oh, okay, wait, actually, no other girl touches my boys. What the boys do with each other in the man harem is, it's fine, whatever. What happens in the man harem stays in the man harem. But no other bitch is getting up in here. But also, Yofi isn't coming into the man harem. Your route was fun, but you're not my type, so whatevs. If you're gonna be like, date some other girl, okay, bye, have a great life. You know, I want you to be happy, kiddo. It's just not gonna be with me, you know? Isn't that, like, the type of thing that normally makes a girl jealous? I finally understood what he was trying to say. Huh? No, it's not like I want you to be jealous or anything. He's like, I do. It's just, I mean, doesn't this kind of thing make you nervous or... Okay, yeah, jealous? Never mind. Forget I said anything. Saul turned away, his face flushed and his lips pouting. I gently tugged at his sleeves, hoping to put him back in a happier mood. Eventually, he turned to look at me. What? Oh, trying to cheer me up? That's a pretty tall task, even for you, Spacey. But maybe, if you did me a favor, it might improve my mood. You know, and then you say that, and it's gonna be something weird, and like, kind of like, you're like blackmailing me now, and I don't know about that. When I nodded, So turned to face me again, his eyes serious. I mean, I guess she's into it, but I'm like, no. Will you come live with me? Oh, that's different. I thought it was going to be something like, oh, come on, like, maybe you should give me a blowjob or something. Oh, get the fuck out of here. You should live with me. Oh, okay, that's not where I was expecting this to go. I thought it was going to be some kind of weird sexual blackmail where you're like, oh, God, what the fuck? What is wrong with you? But, like, you should do me a favor then. You should come live with me. That's a cute way of phrasing that. Okay, sure. It's a strange way of asking me to marry you, but, like, okay. I blinked repeatedly at his sudden turn in conversation. Yeah, but, like, can we find some place that's, like, in between, like, a stark prison cell and our floofy girly apartment? We gotta balance our tastes, because you are very industrial chic and I am floofy. I don't know where we can hang our floofy stuff on the cement on the brick walls, you know? Oh, we could get some, like, sticky tape or something. You come here every day, don't you? It's a pain going... Isn't it a pain going home every day? I swear half of your stuff's already here anyway. Actually, recently I've been thinking about moving to a bigger place. We're gonna get a place together. That's perfect. I smiled at how seriously he was considering our future together. There was nothing that would make me happier than spending the rest of my life with him. Seriously? Alright then, I'll start looking for a room right away. If the two of us are living together, should I look for a 2-bedroom? Huh? A real estate agent? Can't we just do it online? It's so funny, we should look for a 2-bedroom. Maybe we should start with 1 bedroom, because neither one of us has a bedroom. We literally just, you have a loft, it's not really a room, and I have an alcove. It's not really a room. We both live in studios, so I think 1 bedroom works. You know? Well, actually, since he works from home, a 2-bedroom would be good, because we have our bedroom and then he has his office. So, you know, that makes sense. That day, we stayed up late into the night talking about our future apartment together. Then, a few days later, after a reluctant trip to visit a real estate agent with So, we decided to take a break in a nearby park. Ugh, I'm exhausted. He was looking pretty worse for wear. I handed him a bottle of water. He didn't get much exercise normally, so I figured he was tired from all the walking. It's probably all the peopling. Thanks. I'll be fine. So drank deeply and sighed when he finished. But I guess it was worth it. I think we found a really great place. He was right. We'd found an excellent place near Astario. Now we just needed to prepare for the move. When you move in, we'll be together all the time, huh? And part of me wants to keep you locked up in there with me, but That's why he wants the 2-bedroom room for the cage. Got it. Okay. You know, this should be more like, whoa, than shocking than it is. It's like, no, okay. No, makes about sense. I guess I'll let you go to work. But you've got to stay by my side outside of work, got it? Can we just agree on a leash instead of the cage? Well, wait, I don't know about that. So's angry outbursts had become less frequent, but he was still very possessive. Maybe love really is blind, but I kind of like that about him. I mean, we've dated worse that has been possessive, jealous, and whatever. We've been like, totes fine with it, so fair enough. Well, we should get going. So stood up and offered his hand to me. I took his hand, and the two of us walked together, thinking of the happy days ahead. I mean, it's a decent ending. The only thing that's different really about that one, in the sense of like, oh my god, compared to the, like, usually, I mean, it's just, Astario got shut down. Oh, that's a little bit of a bummer. But, you know, everything else is great, so. Anyway, we're gonna do our work ending. Woo! So this is now when he's about to drug us. Okay, Yofi was smiling bitterly, and I knew I'd regret it if I let him go now. I'll walk you downstairs. I ended up saying the exact opposite of what I wanted. All right. Yofi began to walk toward the elevator, but I stopped him by pulling on his clothes. What? Aren't you planning to walk me out? I can't leave if you don't let me go. Not a sound would come out of my mouth. I merely stood there silently. And then we're drugged. Okay. And now there's the cage. No, I don't know. You know, there were people who were just listening and with this on in the background and went, what? Cage? Now we cry. Okay. I wanted so badly to make him understand, but I couldn't get a word out. In my deep frustration, I felt tears suddenly streaming down my cheeks. Yofi calmed down, perhaps startled by my muted weeping. Oh, and then we grab his face again, and then we're like, I wasn't dating your brother. I didn't even know it was your brother. Simmer down. Oh, and now we're deciding how much we love him. I want to be with him. Still, I knew it in my heart. Okay. And we go over. And then we go to his house, and we get freaky. Hell yeah. That's still his best CG. And now we get our work end. This is going to be like a fucking short-ass part, but whatever. Time passed, and the season turned to fall. Thanks to our implementation of new system features and columns, Astarcy's reputation gradually improved. Because the improvement was so substantial, it was decided that Astarcy would continue. And I would continue to be part of the Astarcy team as well. So and I continued to work hard at our jobs, and I remained as his liaison with Astario. Not much changed in the end, and we shared peaceful, enjoyable days together. The end. Could you imagine? You're like, that's it? Then one day at lunch, I had plans to meet So for during my break at a restaurant near the... It says for during my break. Yeah. No. My brain is still... It's fried right now, so yeah. I'm assuming it was like for lunch during my break, but I had plans to meet So during my break at a restaurant near the office. 4 is just there for no reason. Tagging along like a weird third wheel. Spacey, over here. I looked around and saw So beckoning me over to him from a nearby table. Hood up, mask on. No! You're late. 5 minutes late. Everything okay? Oh, well, that's good to hear. I'll have the shrimp gratin and the grilled sausage. He told me his order and nodded toward the staff. Even now, he still stubbornly refused to order for himself. When he said that, I was like, is he actually ordering? Talking to a waiter? Like, damn. But no. Okay. But I was also thinking, he's not ordering spaghetti. Remember, she was like, oh, he orders like a child. There's nothing wrong with liking spaghetti. There is nothing wrong with dino nuggets. I'm just saying, every once in a while... It's okay to eat like you're 8. Everybody's still got a thing for Kraft mac and cheese, okay? Unless you were a Velveeta person and you like the Velveeta. But still, You know what I mean? Sometimes you still like your kid comfort meals, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with it. But, like, I thought she was going to make a comment about, ooh, he's making fancy food. When I finished ordering and our server walked away, So began to speak. It's actually cute that we order for him. Like, you look at me. I order for him. I don't allow him to speak. Like, he's our pet. We should put him on a leash. Feels like it's been a while since we sat down like this. And guess we've both been pretty busy. It's weird that we're going to be the one in the cage and on the leash, but whatever. He was right. It had been about 2 weeks since we saw each other personally. Our weekends hadn't matched up lately, so I'd asked So to visit me during my break because he worked from home. It wasn't like him to yawn so loudly. He always stayed up late, but perhaps he'd been working late. I grew worried and asked if work was burdening him. No, it's got nothing to do with work. I've been working on something personal. I can't tell you. It's still a secret. But I'll give you more details soon. So smiled mischievously. The gleam in his eyes told me that whatever it was, he was really excited about it. He's going to start his own business. In the meantime, the food we ordered came. We chatted idly and enjoyed our short time together. Then, a few weekends later, I visited So's place for the first time in a long time. Remember before when I told you I was working on something personal? I immediately recalled what he'd said at the restaurant a while back. I nodded and So perked up with enthusiasm. All right, give me a minute. With that, he headed to his desk and quickly returned. Check it out. He placed an ordinary smartphone in my hand. I developed an app. It's a puzzle game. See, just tap on this little icon. I did as I was told, and the application booted up. By creating words using a limited number of provided letters, the screen would light up in various colors. Isn't that Wordle? Is that the game where you have to do the words and there's a word of the day or something? I don't play that one. I play... I don't remember which one it is, but it's like a crossword puzzle look, and then like you just find the words that fit in the crossword puzzle with the like 5, 6, 7 letters that they give you. And then you have a little animal on your front screen that you like give like food or whatever. And I used to have an owl, and then I had a parrot, and now I have a rock. Because like I maxed out my little parrot guy. So I was like, all right, I'll go to the next thing, and I just clicked it and it's a rock. It's literally a pet rock. It's got eyeballs. It's ridiculous. Like, I like doing the daily puzzles, and then you unlock little pictures. Whatever. Like, that's a simple, like, that or solitaire. You know, I mean, obviously I have Twisted Wonderland and Love and Deep Space on my phone, but like, those are like, I log in, I do my dailies, like, whatever, but like, the games when I'm bored at work, I'm like, okay, let's open solitaire or whatever the word, is it Wordscapes? I don't know if that's what it's called. I don't really remember, but anyway, the gentle waving graphics were pleasant to look at, and the colors changed with the words' meanings. You know, I remember you saying you like word games and stuff. Aw, you made a puzzle game for us? That's so sweet. The rules of the game were simple and easy to understand, and the structure was extremely well thought out. There's no prize for flattery. As I gave him my impressions one after another, he turned away, blushing bright red. His reaction was so adorable, I couldn't stop myself from giggling. I'm not embarrassed. Okay, we're done here. Give me back my phone. So snatched the phone out of my hands, now sulking. Don't look at me like that. Look, it's still a test version. There are a lot of bugs I still need to work out. But I'd like your input on the design, Spacey. And I built an easy mode for normies like you. Wow. I want to be insulted. I built an idiot mode. You know, I need those, though. I plan on releasing it in the App Store, but that kind of thing takes time. I was really excited for him to release it. But why start working on a game now? Would you stop? It's not my headset for you to bite. If you want to talk to people, use your words. Your words come out of your mouth, too. Biting is not what we use our beaks for. You eat your foodies, you give mommy kisses, and if you want to talk, you can talk. I don't know if you can hear him because he has been like now he's biting the microphone. Sorry. I am sorry if that was loud in your ears. Don't bite the microphone. If you want to talk to people, you say hello. You use your words. You don't have words. You have gibberish, but you use your gibberish. Use your gibberish. Use your sounds. You're so weird. Anyway. Now that Astarcy's future is secure, I wanted to try something new. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do next, and I thought back to the time you and I played games together. I thought it might be fun to make a game people could play together. I took another look at the app to see it had a mode to play with friends as well. It's like Words with Friends. Isn't that what that one is? The idea of so many people enjoying So's game, playing it together and bonding, that made me jitter with excitement. Well, Spacey, there are a ton of apps out there. I have no idea if it'll be a hit, but that was not nice. You bit me very hard, you big fat fucking jerk. I don't need that. I'm very upset today. Work is mean to me. Work is not being nice. I don't need you to be mean too. I won't let your Uncle Fred's come over and visit you. The guy that trained me at work, is retiring. And so he's coming to visit in the, coming to the area because he doesn't live here. But he's coming over to say goodbye and meet the people in the office and say goodbye to people or whatever. And I was like, I'll come into the office, whatever. He's like, I wanted to come to your house and meet your birds. And I was like, I mean, okay. All right. My bird's more famous than me. I know, and I won't let you make new friends. You would love to make a new friend, but I won't let it happen. I'll be like, no, Mr. Neelix doesn't deserve friends. He's a big jerk. He's sitting there and I'm just petting him. But no, work was mean to me today. I needed help on something. Everybody just metaphorically stared at me with blank stares and did nothing. So I'm really fucking annoyed. I'm like, I love that I get told I'm an asshole because when people are like, blah, 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 and I'm like, nope, that's not a problem with the thing I work on. I'm like, nope, that's not a thing. I get told that I'm not a team player and I'm an asshole. But it's not. It's not a... I don't say, that's not my problem. I'm like, it's not a blank problem. The system I work on, the thing that I do. I'm like, that's... Because I know it's not. I don't need to waste 3 days of my life going, oh, you know what? That's something else. I know for a fact it's not. I can tell you it's not. But I'm an asshole for that. But when I have something that I'm like, I've been researching for weeks, and I don't think it's a me thing or whatever. It's something else, but I don't know where to go from here. I just need people suggestions or something oh, hey, we could try talking to this person in this department or whatever. It's dead silence. Nobody says anything. And then the only person I was asking questions, I got nothing. Okay, so I'm just going to sit there with this fucking problem on my shoulders and I'm going to have to fix it. I'm not the only one impacted by this. It's everybody. I'm not the only one that does this shit. What the fuck? But I'm an asshole. And I'm like, you know what? I was so fucking pissed. I'm like, no, I'm done for the day. I don't give a flying fuck about this afternoon. When I go back after lunch, I'm going to do a couple of things that I have to do. And fuck it. Fuck the rest of it. Because fuck this shit. I'm so mad. I'm like, I will literally throw something if I ever have to hear that I'm not a team player after this bullshit. I'm like, because the thing is, our whole entire thing is kind of a problem right now. It's not just me. It was look at it and figure this out. Okay, yeah, it's not the part that I work on that's causing this. It's something else that's doing this stuff. And I can't fix this. But I don't know where to go to try to figure out who can help us figure that out. And everybody's just, whatever. It's not their problem. It's everybody's problem. But no, it's my problem. But when it's literally not me that's broken or doing something, it's somebody that's like, nope, that's not coming from my end. That's coming from your end. I'm an asshole for saying that. Okay. Right. Yeah. So I'm just the asshole. I'm like, you know what? I'm sick of this shit. Sick of this shit. I'm so fucking mad. Thank God it's a Friday. Because, my weekend starts right fucking now. Fuck this shit. Okay, I got an hour because I got to go back after lunch and, finish up a couple things. But, honestly, I could not do it till Monday. But, I will finish those things and fuck everything else. Because, I don't care. Anyway. But if it does become popular, I was thinking we could collaborate with Astario for an improved re-release or something. You got so many pin feathers on your neck, bird. As he spoke, So bloomed with pride and a wide smile. There was so much hope and wonder in our futures, my heart filled with anticipation. I'm trying to help you. I want to get those pin feathers. They drive me crazy. Especially because I can't even pet you because you bite me. You're mean. You're being very mean to me, and I'm going to cry today. Do you want to make me cry? You're going to make me cry. He's not falling for it. He's like, bullshit, bitch. You're rude. We don't have any... This must be his... Okay, that's his end thing. Okay, so he doesn't have... It's interesting because, like, that's the common stuff. We're missing a lot of common stuff. You get 15. Everybody seems to get... Oh, they liked Kobase. He got 17. Everybody... Oh, I'm just saying. Really? Liquor Daddy only gets 12? Liquor Daddy and Yofi, they like the least, but they like Boss Babe the most. You know what? That never happens. That never happens for me. My favorite character always gets the short end of the stick. They usually like, oh, your character gets like, it'll be like 13 or 14 and everybody else gets 15 or something, and it's like, what the fuck? But my character got the most. We don't know what Higa's getting, but you know. I'm so excited. I'm really sad that Liquor Daddy only gets 12, though. I understand Yofi not getting as many. His route's shorter, so, like, whatever. But are you trying to tell me that Liquor Daddy's gonna have a short route, too? Anyway, the next best Yofi one, honestly, like, this one's adorable, so we can end with this one, as opposed to the, like, sort of rapey kiss. That was a bit much, so. But anyway, that was Yofi's route. Not bad. I mean, it was enjoyable. Still not my favorite character, but the route was fun, and he's more interesting than his brother, which is sad. Yoshioka is hotter, but if you took out the drama in his route, right? And it was just like, oh, we're busy, and like you didn't have Bito there to like really make me want to shove a bitch out a window, it'd be boring as fuck. You know? And he, like, aside from his, like, oh, spicy little 2-second moment, he's pretty bland. And I'm just not vibing with that. You know what I mean? And, like, Yofi, he had that moment of being a psycho, but before that, he was at least interesting to try to get to know. You're like, okay, so he's a little shut in. Okay, fine, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, his character was interesting, and talking to him was interesting. You know? And, like, if they had, again, taken out Bito and the drama in Yoshioka's route, even if they cut it down and it wasn't as long, it'd be like, this man is so fucking boring. Like, and it's just like, he's too beautiful to be boring. I don't know. Listen, I'm never going to get over it, okay? Anyway, it's interesting because the flow in the suggested order follows the trajectory from the heroine working within her company to work outside of it. Right? But, okay, so again, that's why we did Saotome, I couldn't remember Kohei's last name right now, but like, Minato, there you go. That's why we did that, and then Kobase, we did them, they worked. And then Yoshioka and Yofi obviously are tied together, but it's weird that we're going to do Nori, then do Higa, even though it's secret route too. You know it's Higa, he's color-coded orange. Give me a fucking break. We're not stupid. And then Liquor Daddy. Why are we jumping right back? It seems like we should be doing Higa next. But maybe it's just because, like, you do Secret Route 1, Secret Route 2, and then do the other two? And honestly, I'm not looking forward to Higa. I don't know. But I feel like I'm going to eat my words saying that. I'm going to be like, Higa just seems even more fucking boring and cardboard than Yoshioka. Which means we're going to play that route and it's going to be so fucking exciting. But to be fair to him, I'm only basing that on the 3 words he said the rest of the game where we're like, we have met him and had a conversation with him more times than we have Nori. But Nori is way more intriguing and exciting because you're like, look at this little man whore over here. And Higa is just like, oh, Higa, when did you get here? He's like, I've been here the whole time. And you're like, Higa, you're here. Like, you just forget he exists. because he just blends into the beige wallpaper. You know what I mean? Like, he's literally brought nothing. He's a background character with a sprite. You're like, oh, you got a sprite. Interesting. You know? So, like, I feel like his route has to be a fucking amazing just because he's literally given us less than nothing. Like, but anyway, we're gonna bang Nori next, so that's gonna be interesting because we gave him the flirty horror voice, right? I don't remember. We've met him like once when we sent him to go live with Boss Babe. Like, so this is gonna be interesting, but yeah, so that's where we're going next. So anyway, Yofi, not bad. Not my favorite. Never going to be my favorite, but that's just because he's got an adorable face. But the route was good and interesting, and he's an interesting character, so no faults here. Still I guess he would tie with Yoshioka, because Yoshioka is, like, way hotter and more fun to look at, and has gorgeous CGs. Route-wise, he's bland, and Yofi is a little more of an interesting character, but I'd still rather date Yoshioka than Yofi. So I guess I'm going to have to tie them. You know what I mean? Just because. Weird scale. And I'm not really sure where Minato fits on this list. His route was good and I don't mind him. He's not particularly for me. But, like, I really didn't mind his route or anything. It was really interesting. He was kind of cute. And some of his CGs were good. His hair was stupid. If they had given him a better haircut, I think it could have worked in his advantage, but you know, but like Boss Babe and like Labradoodle, why is the Labradoodle like just coming out so high? But he's really pretty, so anyway, we're gonna date our little flirty horror boy next, so it's gonna be exciting. I can't believe we're gonna have he's gonna be sleeping on our couch. It's gonna be crazy. Like, I expect insane things from this route. So, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.